Your tax refund payment may not be arriving as you suspect due to an executive order signed by the president, which is catching millions of people off guard as Americans are chomping at the bit right now to get their thousands and thousands of dollars back from the federal government in the form of their federal tax refund payments. Well, let me explain exactly what is going on here. What are the details of the executive order signed by the president, and how will you actually get your payment back? Because people need that money immediately, and they sure are dragging their feet and really milking the clock here when it comes down to distributing that money out to the people. Even though we recently heard out of the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, multiple times that we're going to be seeing record refunds back to the people, well over $4,000 on average. They even went out to say some people will be seeing refunds upwards of $20,000. $20,000? Really? Sign me up, right? I think we can all say that much. Anyway, I also have this information right here, which I'm going to pop up on the screen in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what this says here. This shows the details of the executive order that was signed, and I'll explain it all for you in this video right here. All right, now, to be fair, this executive order was signed by the president back on March 25th of 2025, so almost a year ago as of right now, as I filmed this video. So it's quite a while ago, and it went into effect as of October 1st of last year, 2025. But here's the deal. It didn't really impact a lot of people other than people receiving, say, like Social Security and all benefits administered by Social Security, VA, RRB, all those benefits, which I talk about on a daily basis here on the channel. But now that people are filing their tax returns on the behalf of 2025, right now in early 2026, this is going to be catching a lot of people off guard because they haven't experienced this yet until now when they go to file their tax return and wait for that check to show up in the mailbox, which, quick little spoiler alert, it's not going to show up in your mailbox. Not a thing anymore. Huh? Are they stiffing me? Not really, but I mean, let's be real. They're stiffing all of us, right? I think we all recognize that. Anyway, let's pop this up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details of this. Let me explain. All right, so the executive order that was signed by the president eliminates the distribution of paper payments to anybody from any federal entity anymore, okay? So, as I mentioned earlier, this went into effect on October 1st of last year, 2025. However, those people that are enrolled in, say, like Social Security or any benefits administered by the Social Security Administration, VA, RRB, all of that has been transitioned into electronic federal payments as of October 2025. However, same applies with federal tax refunds that are distributed from the Treasury, right? This being a federal entity, no longer are they sending out paper checks to mailboxes anymore. So this also impacts the distribution of your federal tax refund payment. So as all of us are sitting here waiting, hey, when's it going to arrive? I'm waiting, I filed, I sent in my return to the IRS. When are they going to issue my freaking money? I want it back, right? A lot of people are saying the same thing right now, right? I want the thousands of dollars. I need it today. But here's the deal. They will no longer issue paper payments. It's not happening. They're not doing it. Executive order says, as you saw right there in the screenshot that I shared with you, and again, that's a screenshot right off of the Treasury website. But basically what's happening here is the elimination of paper payments. They will no longer send out a paper payment to your mailbox like they used to do, okay? Now, again, this is going to impact a lot of people because typically there's a lot of people out there that get paper checks distributed to them on the behalf of their federal tax refund payment, okay? But here's the details. You need to include direct deposit information onto your tax return in order to get that electronic federal payment, okay? That's what that's all about. So you might be thinking, but wait, I already filed and I didn't include direct deposit information. Well, the only way that they're going to issue money to you in the form of your refund is through an electronic federal payment. They're not going to send you a paper check anymore, okay? So that's very, very important. If you have not filed yet, and you're going to be filing, number one, I want to say this much. This is not tax advice. This is not accounting advice. This is not professional or legal advice in any way, shape, or form. Please talk to your own accountant. Please talk to your own professional. That's not me. I'm just giving you general information here, okay? I don't know your exact situation. It's going to be different for everybody. That's why I'm saying this. Quick little disclaimer. But anyway, point being is that if you have not filed yet and you are expecting a refund, make sure that you include your direct deposit information onto your tax return. Very, very important. Now, you might be thinking, what kind of information do I need to include on my federal tax return? Well, routing number and account number for checking account or savings account. Wherever you want that money to go, you would want to include that number and that information on your tax return. And again, assess your own personal situation, talk to your own professional about this. They'll be able to guide you through this. If you happen to be somebody that files your own tax return and you're doing it through like a software program, it should prompt you. It should prompt you right there on your software to input that direct deposit information. Again, routing number and account number. Again, please do not leave that information down below. Believe it or not, I've seen information like this down below in the comment section. Please do not leave that down there. If I see it, I will delete it. I don't want that information down there. It's for nobody to see other than you, your accountant, your professional, or maybe the tax preparation software. Okay. But anyway, that's what that's all about. And again, this is going to catch a lot of people off guard because there's a huge amount of people that generally get their tax refunds just as a paper check showing up in their mailbox. That's not going to happen anymore because of this executive order that I shared with you. And again, this was signed into law, signed by the president back on March 25th of last year, but it went into effect October 1st, and it's still in effect now. But the problem is, this is the first time that we filed tax returns since that executive order went into full effect back in October. So therefore, there's a huge percentage of the population that has never been introduced to this information before because it's never impacted them before. Obviously, if you're on Social Security or any benefits administered by Social Security, you're a whiz on this already. You already know that they don't issue these paper payments anymore because they've been experiencing this for quite a while now, several months. But for people that have never experienced this before and have not had a reason to basically input direct deposit information for electronic payments, well, here you go. This is how it's going to impact you and your refund payment from the federal treasury. Make sense? Anyway, I hope this helps you. And again, when you get that money, do what you got to do, but enjoy. Seriously, they're talking about tons and tons of money, huge amounts of money, well over $4,000. Let's see if that actually happens to be the average that goes out. We will see on that. Anyway, if you happen to be enrolled in Medicare, if you need to enroll in Medicare, or if you're on Medicare and you don't like your plan, your coverages, if you have questions on Medicare, if you need help finding the right Medicare plan coverages for you and your personal needs, please call Chapter Medicare. Phone number's right there for you. In the last year or so, about 10,000 of you in this community have called them, collectively saving about $2 million a year just by calling right there, which is absolutely incredible. Make sure to give them a call. If you are on Medicare, you need to enroll in Medicare, whatever the situation is, anything Medicare related, call Chapter there. You can see it. Free Medicare help. They can absolutely help you out. And again, even right now, if you feel like, I don't like my plan, I can't see my doctor anymore, I can't get my prescriptions covered, whatever it happens to be, just call them. See what options or flexibility you have right now. They have access to over 20,000 plans across the entire country. Give them a call and see what flexibilities and options that you may have. I think you might be shocked with what they can possibly do for you right now. Anyway, after you talk to them, drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment. That's the keyword I search for. I'll find your comment and I'll add it to my very long list of comments that I've been pulling out of the comment section just in the last couple months here. Thousands and thousands of people that have reached out after contacting them. And again, saving millions of dollars. By the way, my secret little goal by the end of this year is to help those of you in this community, just by calling that phone number, to collectively save $10 million by the end of this year. That's my secret little goal for those of you in this community to save $10 million so far. That'd be absolutely incredible. We're at 2+ million so far. We've got a long way to go, but we've also got a lot of the year to go too. So anyway, let me know after you talk to them. I'd really enjoy reading your comment. Otherwise, I hope this helps you. Please subscribe if you're new here, 100% free. Please share the video. Big share button right down below as well. Otherwise, until next time, have a nice one. Enjoy. Hope this helps you. Take care, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.